Hello and welcome to a very special edition of Classic Nick Cage Film Reviews. Right now, we are going to be talking about The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. I have just returned from the theater and saw this movie on brand, wore this to the theater, couldn't resist, just the Cage fan within me said, you have to do it, break out the Cage sweater, and so I did. And I have to say, it was absolutely unbelievable. Completely lived up to the hype. So well done. I have only good things to say about this movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So, for those that maybe aren't aware of the plot of this movie, it's basically Nick Cage playing a fictionalized version of himself where he's down on his luck, struggling to get movie parts. He's got a strained relationship with his family, and he is given an offer to go to a wealthy business person's house for $1 million for this person's birthday party. And while he's there, he is informed by some CIA agents that the businessman that he has been hired by is actually a notorious arms dealer, and it kind of goes from there. So it was Tom Gormican that wrote and directed this movie, so he is very much like on the ground floor of the story of this, and you can tell that there's been a lot of thought put into it. So the main supporting character is played by Pedro Pascal, who is right now known for playing the Mandalorian, which I also really enjoy, but he's also known for his character in Narcos. It's a very similar character, but what's really cool is he can slip back into this type of character, but instead of being dramatic, he's being comedic, and it works really well. Their chemistry is great. I can say that I think this is probably the best comedy film that Nick Cage has ever done. I don't think he's ever done something as funny, as genuinely funny as this movie. All the writing, the story, it all works together so well. Especially in the first half hour when they set up a lot of these jokes. It's so good. So I've been waiting for this movie to come out since 2020 when they first announced it, and then the production got halted due to COVID, and then it was supposed to come out in April 2021, and then that was delayed, and now I've finally seen it, and it absolutely lives up to all expectations. Go see it. I'm definitely going to go see it again. It's totally worth it. It's such an enjoyable movie. Now, you might be someone that's maybe only seen a couple of Nick Cage movies, or someone like me that's seen them all, or someone that maybe has more so just seen like his memes on the internet. It's so good. It's enjoyable for any kind of Nick Cage fan. Such an enjoyable movie. So entertaining. Really funny story. I can't say enough things about this good movie, and I'm so happy about it because I had no idea what to expect going into this. You know, I really hoped that they were going to do a good job, and they defied all expectations by delivering something that was so enjoyable. So many little details with Nick Cage's career and some of the meme culture that surrounds him on the internet, and then going into like really weird kind of meta filmmaking that was really enjoyable, and really happy to see Nick Cage doing a lot of these things on screen, because you never know how comfortable an actor is going to get, you know, doing something like this where they're playing themselves, or they're playing a version of themselves, shall we say, or someone that's very close in personality, and Nick Cage completely commits to stuff that I wouldn't think he would have done, to different comedy bits and different sections of the movie that I didn't think he would say yes to, right? And I'm really happy to say that the trailer doesn't give away what's going to happen in the movie at all in terms of the style and all those different things that are going to happen. It gives you the basic plot, but that's about it. I don't want to do any spoilers here. I think it's actually better that you go into it unprepared and just waiting to see what happens. Because if I had been told about a bunch of different things that happen in the movie, it wouldn't have even been like, it would have still been amazing, but having no expectations about what they were going to do, what specifically they were going to do within the movie, um, I enjoyed it even more that way. I will give one little bit. This is like a super niche kind of Cage trivia type thing, but I will say this has nothing to do with the plot, and I'm not even going to give away the whole bit, but there's a couple points where they have like a young Nick Cage that's on the screen, and you can tell by his wardrobe and hair and makeup and everything that they're not only basing it on like a 1990s Nick Cage circa like Wild at Heart, that David Lynch movie, but specifically a 1990 interview that Cage did with the BBC on a show called Wogan. That's Wogan. You can Google that. You can YouTube it. You can YouTube this specific interview, and they've like completely replicated his wardrobe, his hair. That's one thing I'll say for super niche Cage fans, that you might recognize that. That was one thing that I recognized. If there's anything super niche that you noticed that maybe I didn't, maybe say it in a comment, because I'm going to definitely be watching this again, and I'm going to be looking for tons of other references that I might have missed. Because, oh yes, I am 100% going to go see this again in theaters. I was waiting till the 22nd originally, and then tonight, which is April 13th, I was able to go to an advanced screening, and totally worth it. Such a good time. So it goes without saying, easily 10 out of 10. I don't even have to think about it. 10 out of 10 on this. No question. Hands down. Completely blown away. Blown away. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and I'll be coming at you with more Cage reviews soon.
I'm Nick fucking